Good morning, welcome back to Villefranche-sur-Mer on an absolutely beautiful June day. And this is not just a beautiful June day because it's sunny, but today is Freedom Day. Because today in France, bars, restaurants, etc. can open indoors, gyms can reopen, and crucially, people from most of the world who are double vaccinated can come in here with no restrictions. So this is a day of big change. And in this video, what I'm going to do is take you with me on my day. And during this day, we're going to try and look at how things are here, how it feels, what kind of restrictions you still have, where you have to wear a mask, all of that kind of stuff, and where you can get a PCR test or an antigen test if you're coming here on holiday and then you need to get the test with 72 hours before you go back. How easy is it to get that? I'm going to try and give you as comprehensive a look at the situation here and whether it makes sense for you to come on holiday. So what are the rules for foreign travellers coming into France now? Well, France has adopted a traffic light system. I know, a traffic light system like they've got in Britain. Traffic lights, it's all traffic lights, red, orange and green. But basically, green zones, all of the Schengen zone, Australia, Singapore, places you probably won't be coming from, etc. The amber zone, which includes Britain, which includes America, is the crucial one. The amber zone basically means that what you need are 2 vaccinations in your home country, obviously, an antigen or a PCR test done 72 hours or 48 hours ahead of time respectively. You have to check that up, which one is which. And that is it. You are allowed to come here on holiday and do what you like. And of course today the curfew has ended from the 9 o'clock curfew, so you can stay out till 11, fill your boots. If you are coming from a red zone, then I'm afraid it's still very tricky. You can get in here, but only for an essential reason and only with double vaccinations and only with quarantine. But if you're coming from Britain, if you're coming from an amber zone, absolutely no problem whatsoever, providing you've got 2 vaccinations and you've had the test before you set off. You will be admitted to France and you can stay here as long as you like, well up to 90 days because of the whole post-Brexit thing, and enjoy a holiday. Of course the issue still comes when you're going back to Britain and the quarantine at that end, but that's the Britain's problem. They need to sort that out, don't they? It seems pointless to me. By all means test people, but why we're quarantining them at this stage, I have no idea. So I'm outside the Pharmacie de la Paix, I think it's called, which is by the Café de la Paix and by the boulangerie over there. And I'm going to go in and see whether I can get a test here for travel, a COVID test, how long it will take, how much it will cost, how difficult or how simple it is if you're a foreigner to get this test. Come with me. Can I get, if I'm a UK traveller, can I get a COVID test here?
Yes, no problem, of course.
Right, so I can just walk in off the street like this?
Yes, you come and I do the test for you, no problem.
Okay,
Yeah.
Do I need an appointment?
Not really, not really.
No? And how much will it cost?
I can't take money, they are free.
They're free?
Yes.
So wow, and which test would I get? The antigen or the PCR?
Antigenic test, yes.
Okay.
The rapid test.
And how soon do I get the results back?
15 minutes after.
15 minutes? Wow, that's incredible. So I can come in here, get the test 72 hours before travelling back to Britain or America or wherever. You give me the certificate?
Yes, of course.
It's completely free.
Code, yes, no problem.
Fantastic. Vive la Pharmacie de la Paix.
Pharmacie de la Paix. Voilà.
So there you have it. All you need to do is come to Pharmacie de la Paix. I imagine other pharmacies are available. Go in, you don't need an appointment. You just ask for the test, they give you the test, they give you the certificate, and it's free. Now I sometimes get accused on this channel of having a sort of anti-Brexit bias. Well, I did vote Remain, etc. But, you know, it's hard to argue that the French have not got at least this bit right. Surely the tests, when returning to Britain, should not be crazily expensive like they are. If you want people to have tests, you should give them for free. But the test and release in Britain when you come back from abroad from a holiday is incredibly expensive. For a family of 4, it is completely out of the realms of possibility for an average family. So it's still very early here in Villefranche and not many people out, but you can probably see from this terrace behind me that these terraces are now back at full capacity. There's an awful lot of tables. I think there is one restriction still imposed, which is that you can't have more than 6 at a table, but you can certainly sit on the terrace just like you always did. Interestingly, both the LX Cafe and the Tap House still not reopened. I think they've got issues with the mairie about their terrace. They're not. There seems to be some kind of dispute about whether they're allowed to have their terrace back, and I think there's even a bit of a campaign about it if you check out social media for the Tap House or LX Cafe. Pop down here and go down behind the Mere Germaine, the fish restaurant, and see what's happening on the seafront. Terraces down here, of course, have been reopened since my last great reopening video, but this is the real deal. There's only one more stage of unlocking to come, and that's on the 30th of June, in theory. In theory, that's when we go back to everything normal. That may not happen in quite the way it's planned, but we'll see. But here we go down on the front, and you can see Le Sambleur's ready. Tables inside and out. Mr. Lou Bantry is ready. He's sat at his table. He's preparing his menu, I think, quietly, or playing on the internet. This is the new dry cafe bar. I had a cola here the other day. Very nice, it was too. Very nice, comfortable sofas. They're just setting up. And La Praia all set to go. Full capacity on the terrace where I had my pampagnat the other day. It's all about pampagnats, this channel. Have you noticed? Can't get enough of them. And next door, I always used to call this Pretty Bar. It's not actually called Pretty Bar, but the owner's dad used to have a dog, and I think it was called Pretty. It was a little poodle. It was very lovely. It's La Voile Bleu, been here since 1976. And lovely little beach bar. They're all set to go. Everybody's ready.
Thank you.
Are you excited about Freedom Day?
Freedom Day, yeah.
Freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got more tables on the terrace.
Exactly, more tables. Yeah,
Just need more customers now.
yeah, exactly. Have a nice day.
And you, bye. Are you enjoying Freedom Day? This is Freedom Day Mark II.
Round 2, isn't it? You know, can stay out till 11 o'clock at night.
It's true. I think you follow me round for these appearances because every time every time I come down here, you're the only person I ever interview. It's brilliant. With this new freedom comes responsibility. And if you're going into a restaurant here, you have to do the old track and trace. You can either do it via a barcode on an app, QR code, or you can write your name and address in a pad, old style. And the French have actually today launched their brand new passport app. Let me change hands, my arm's aching. Their brand new passport app, which the COVID passport, which will allow you to register your 2 tests on it, and that's not at the minute for bars or restaurants, so that's not going to impact anyone. It's only, I think, for major sporting events and for sort of concerts of 5,000 people, things like that. So if you come in here worried about whether you've got the right certificates, etc., I don't think you will be excluded from anywhere that you really want to go just because you haven't got the French vaccine passport. But it certainly launches today. So here I am in the gay village in Nice, but I'm not here for gay bars. No. I'm here for the most exciting bit of the day so far, outside of the chemist visit, which is the return to the gym, because today, after 8 months, my gym has reopened. I can't tell you how pleased I am. Those of you who go to the gym will know. Those of you who don't will think I'm completely bonkers. Anyway, I'm going to take the camera inside the gym with me, and let's see how French gyms are operating and what you need to do to get your workout fix. I've got my membership card. I wonder after 8 months if it still works. Let's see. No. I was actually doing it wrong. It worked. I'm in. My gym here. Be cool, or no, keep cool. It's something cool anyway. I'll show you the sign outside. Very reasonable, 29 euros a month. Very cheap, and you can come. You don't need to be a yearly member. You don't need a contract. So it's certainly not going to cost you an arm and a leg. First fail. Can't fill my water bottle up. That means I have to buy some. See, that's another COVID cost. I had an idea though, if I can get my big bottle under this little tap, then I'll be able to have free water. It's not easy because it's on a slant. I think it's deliberate to stop tight British people from Yorkshire who don't want to pay for water. There you go. Another euro saved. Oh, the sheer bliss of pumping wire again after 8 months. I can't tell you. I'm sure inside 3 days I'll be pig sick of it, but right now, this feels like freedom. Pain. Oh, where's the Marquis de Sade when you need him? So there you have it, the first gym post-closure. Now time for lunch, and I'm very excited to go back to my favourite little cafe, Palais, which does excellent Italian coffee and has super fast fibre, so you can do some video editing, so I can get on with editing this vlog. But I haven't been able to go there for months and months, and if I did, I had to sit outside, which wasn't the best to try and use the screen. But anyway, today the new world begins. As well as super fast internet, they've also got fantastic Italian coffee. And I've ordered a panini just to really, you know, push the boat out, because today is Freedom Day. and salad leaves and onions and rocket and lettuce and nice crispy toasted ciabatta. What more does a boy want? Maybe a bit. Hi Weena, hi Boo.
Hi!
Are you very excited about your night out?
Yeah, we're very thirsty. Yeah.
Know some beer, Weena? No. Oh well. This is Plaster Pan tonight, and the first night with the curfew extended to 11 o'clock. The excitement of Freedom Day. So we're back out in Place Garibaldi now. You'll notice though, I'm wearing a mask. I'm afraid masks are still required in virtually all outdoor public spaces in big cities in France. But the good news is, today, French infection rate dropped below that of the UK infection rate. Quite why the UK is still demanding quarantine for travellers coming from France, I've no idea, but as we've discovered during this, nothing makes much sense really, and most of it's political. So, into the old town, and for the first time in about 8 months, people are closing their shops, but they're not rushing home for curfews. We can stay out till 11 o'clock tonight. Swimming pools back open again. I think reduced capacity a little bit, but you can go for an indoor swim if that's your thing. The excitement is palpable. The first meal in Acchiardo since October. I remember talking to Jean-Francois, who is one of the family owners of the restaurant, and bumping into him sort of around December time, and he said, well, you know, everything's going to reopen on January 17 or something like that. And I remember giggling and saying, peut-être. And he was like, no way. And of course I am prone to a bit of doom and gloom, but even I didn't think it would be 8 months before they reopened. Anyway, who cares? We're back. The moment of truth. Back in Acchiardo. Pull the mask up. Oh la la. I said it was 50. He's good at 50, isn't he?
Hello. Hello team. Happy birthday.
We've got some alcohol for shots. This is one of the great advantages of COVID, is you get free alcohol on the table. Mr. Boo is filling in his track and trace. I think it's just Jean-Francois' way of getting our phone number. Cheers. Bon anniversaire.
Merci.
Bon Freedom Day. What are you having, Mr. Boo?
I'm having Ville Maison, Escalope de Veau Maison.
Escalope de Veau Maison. I'm having foie de veau, veal liver. Veal liver persillade in a mustard and parsley sauce. Fantastic. With homemade, proper, free French fries and haricot vert, green beans. Squeaky green beans. It's Bruce Springsteen's always going on about green beans, green beans, green beans. You know that Bruce on Broadway? He's coming back, Bruce on Broadway. He always goes, green beans. He doesn't say it like that though, because he's not from Leeds. I think my favourite bit about watching those guys playing Help was the teenager who was stood nearby who went on his phone and asked Shazam what the song was. Ever felt old? Me neither. Very lively as we're going into Place de Pam for our last drink of Freedom Day. We're going to go to Malabar Station because it's reopened.